Hey everybody, this is Sly. Welcome to the Chamber of Skulls. So in today's episode, we have, sorry, that slipped out of my way as I was getting my stuff ready. We have here our guest of honor, the Celtic Green Lion Tribal coat of arms skull made by Pacific Giftware. And our other guest of honor here, which if you follow me on Facebook, you will have seen that I'm making a special video today with not only our skulls, but also we have a knife of sort, which I'm going to try to do at least one time a month, display a blade with our skulls. So with this beast here, you will notice, oh, excuse me. Oh, I just got done eating dinner and it's not sitting very friendly with me. So anyways, with this one here, you will notice the different tribal knots and patterns, which gives it that green lion coat of arms. And of course, there will be close-ups at the end of the video, give you more of a more aspect on all the different knots and different designs. But the interesting part about this one is it's not just your typical skull sculpture. Nope, instead this one seconds as a piggy bank. So now you can go ahead and put your spare change in here, saving up for more skulls. This one actually caught my eye when I first saw it. I really can't remember if I got it as a gift or I bought this one myself. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that I got this one as a gift. My fiance, she really supports my skull collection, even though she's not a fan of skulls, nor is she a big fan on collectibles, but she supports my hobby and I am greatly appreciative of that. But when I first saw this one, because I seen this online and I was actually looking at it and really considering buying it, it's just one of those eye-catching pieces. It's different, it's green, and with the tribal pattern, it just stands out. And like I say in each of my videos, all of my skulls, they're unique. I don't just have your typical decorated skull. I've got to have something that stands out, that when people see it, it's a conversation starter. I'm sure all you skull collectors out there know exactly what I'm talking about. You've got your basic humanoid skull. Maybe it's painted differently. Maybe it's just bone color. Then you've got those that they throw in a little decoration just for your ordinary collector who kind of likes to keep it on the basic humanoid design. Then you have, there's designs out there for just about anybody. You have your sugar candy skull. You've got your tribal skull. You've got your Viking warrior skull. The list goes on. For you true diehard skull fans out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And there are so many different revenues where you can custom make one, or you can buy custom made ones, like this individual who I've seen online, which I'm hoping someday to be able to get a custom made one from him. He goes by the name of Jack of the Dust. If you're not familiar with his work, I would definitely say that it would be well worth looking at it. Either go on Facebook and look at Jack of the Dust. I believe, if I'm correct, he's out of Australia. Or you can go on jackofthedust.com, and no, this is not promoted by him at all. I have not communicated with him, and being a starting video, I'm sure he wouldn't even want to work with me anyways. I'm just a huge fan of all his work, and like I said, if you haven't heard of him, I would highly, highly recommend going to check out his work. He has, I think, like 4 or 5 different types of materials he uses, not just your basic resin. He has just about everything imaginable out there, and I'm sure if you asked him nicely, he would make you a custom one for the right price. So with that out of the way, let's move on to our blade. Now, right off, as soon as I pick it up, which I'm not quite sure if you can see it or not, you might recognize the blade design. It's very familiar, and I feel safe to say that a huge portion of the people watching this, even if you're not a fan of the character, you know of the design. Don't get me wrong though, this is not what you think it's going to be. So we'll look here and slowly show you guys what I'm talking about. You see the 3 blade, and I'm sure I don't even have to say what that represents. But I must say that is the reason why I initially bought this, is because I am a Wolverine fan. Not a big fan, I like his movies. He's probably one of the few X-Men that I've actually enjoyed watching throughout my whole childhood and up through my adulthood. But what really sold me on it, if you look carefully, the hand is actually a skeletal hand, and down in the wrist area we have a skull. Now initially when I purchased this, I didn't see the skull on there. I just seen the Wolverine-ish blade with a skeleton hand, and as the fingers wrap around kind of like a hand guard, and right around the skull wraps around your wrist, acting as a upper hand / wrist guard. It's one of those things that it sold me immediately. And then when I got it in and I saw the skull, I couldn't have been happier. It was a full package deal. One of my prized possessions. Most of my knives, actually 99.5% of my knives, I have stored away in a locked box. Generally, when I get a new knife, I'll leave it out, I'll play with it, I'll display it for a couple of months, and then put it away. This one I've had now for about 4 years, and mind you, it's not just your typical blade you can tuck away in a lockbox, first of all, but second of all, because it's one of my favorite pieces, it sits proudly on my dresser in my bedroom for anybody to see. Now there ain't no way I'm just putting it out in the public area, basically for safety reasons, because this is legitimately steel blades. Now they're not razor sharp, but they will do damage, and I don't need anybody running around the house possibly getting hurt or hurting others with them. So that's where I have it sitting comfortably on my dresser in my bedroom. So we'll leave you here. I apologize again for having a delayed video. Just something came up last night that I wasn't able to get a video out to you on time, so I decided to postpone it for today. So until next week, you guys have a great week. Stay safe. For those of you that are enjoying winter, stay warm and try not to become one of these.